Whew, oh boy. Be right back. Oh, Lordy. Oh, Raven, man, you're going to fight. Oh, my God. These are sugar-free cookies, but they're so good. It tastes like it got sugar in them, but they don't. Well, update. I just woke up. Still under the weather. Talk a little bit and then I'm going back to bed. That's the problem. I need to rest. Yeah, that's the problem. I need to rest. I bet you yesterday when I went to the office, to the doctor's, I bet you I picked up something. Hmm. See, usually when I go to the doctor, I always have a mask on. I didn't stop doing that. If I can start putting my mask back on. See, God don't like ugly when you make fun of folks either. Because that night me and my friend Johnny went to the 24-hour store. I seen a man with a mask on. I said, "What this bitch doing with a damn mask on? And it's hot outside. Ain't nobody even in the store. And here I am up here sick. I'm gonna learn my lesson. Stop messing with folks." I just feel, I feel, chill. I had chills. My body just feel weak. Like I just don't want to do nothing. Yeah. Story time. And this is the God honest truth. I'm not gonna cry. I promise you, I will not cry. If I do, y'all can hang up on me. Oh, that had been about 10, maybe 15 years ago. I had to ask my son what year it was because I had bought my car from him around the time. And there was a guy, he comes to the club and he has a short leg, but we friends and I always make fun of him. He don't mind because, we're friends. Yeah, but God mind. That it could have been a month later, it could have been 2 days later, three, four, I don't remember. But my whole back gave out on me. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do nothing for myself. And that was the first time in my life ever being considered unable to put my underwear on and not able been able to walk upright. And it was bad. Like I actually walked a hunchback. And I didn't think about it until maybe later on. I had made fun of him. Well, like I said, we friends and I'm a comedian, we always do stuff, but maybe God say, I'm not that. Sorry, God. Maybe the Lord said, no, I'm not that funny. I don't want you doing all that. And my back gave complete. I went to every hospital in Dallas. They gave me MRIs. If you're a doctor or nurse, you know what that means when they put some type of dye when you get an MRI. Y'all ever heard of that? What's some type of dye? I don't know what that was. Where they check to see if you got something. Well, anyway, in my back, they put me in one of the machines. I went to every hospital, and the only thing they gave me was steroids. It was temporary, and then after then, yeah. So I ain't lying, right? And so then after then, I just it would go back to where it was. I was crying. I was like, Lord, now this is, why I make my money at these clubs. I need my back back. Hmm. I was on Facebook talking about it, telling everybody about it. What's going on at my mama house? You're out of sleep. And and one day somebody sent me a video about healing. And baby, when I tell you, I believe, I've always believed that unless you've been in a position in your life, sort of like with me in the hospital, that was the other worst thing that ever happened to me was my back and then me being in the hospital with food poisoning. But if you ever You can say all your life. And let me tell y'all something. I know y'all, a lot of people say they don't believe in Jesus and God, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you have your doubts sometimes, but it's all about supposedly faith. And I was just listening to, watching Jamal Roberts. I think he had a guest who was talking about the Bible, the slave Bible, and this and that. All I know is, regardless of what happens when we leave here, all I know is that somebody, uh, you remember, I haven't seen you in so long, I remember who you were. Oh, I know he's real. And that's what I'm going to say. You can say what you want to say, but unless you've been through something and been through the things some people have been through, I'll just say for me, baby, I'd rather take a chance of believing than not believing. And we'll find out. Nicole, Nicole from Dallas. Oh, well, hey, Nicole. I ain't seen you in a while. Thanks for being a member. Mm. By the way, y'all, membership is only $199 now. $199. No, I'm joking. It's $1.99. I made it go down. Mm-hmm. But after me receiving that video and really believing and really having faith, because I've always believed, but when your back is up against the wall, mm-hmm. Okay. You didn't even know about my comedy show I was having, did you? Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia. And yeah, and I had believed and I prayed, got on my knees and prayed. I ain't got on my knees and prayed in a long time since I was a little boy with my grandma. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, my back went back to normal. And I cried and I prayed and I got to the club and gave my testimony. Baby, we had church because everybody on Facebook knew about it. Everybody knew what I was going through. And I remember that song I showed y'all last night, Jesus Can Work It Out. Baby, I had wore that song out. We had, when I tell you we had church at the club, I didn't give a care. I didn't give a care. No, I'm about the same. I just woke up and I just want to come on in and tell everybody, how I was feeling. Well, are you in Tennessee or are you in Dallas? Yeah, Nicole. Wait a minute. This Nicole. This my motherfucking friend Nicole. Oh, and she gonna come and make me cry. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know radio was always my dream, right? Before anybody put me on the radio, this lady right here, she brought me to a podcast. This is way before Nicole. This is way before podcast was even popular in Dallas. She brought me, and I believe you picked me up. I don't remember. I can't remember. And yeah, she let me do the gossip. She believed in me before anybody believed in me. And I thank you, Nicole. I thank you. I thank you. Even though you was a member, okay. And I thank you. Yes, I thank you. I keep saying when I make it big, I gotta keep saying it and believing it. When I get that break, I'll never forget you. To the front of the line, this lady right here. Yeah, when didn't nobody else give me the opportunity, she gave me an opportunity. Nicole, whatever happened to that guy you was doing the show with? You lost contact with him? Tell your husband I said hi. I hope all your kids are well. Yeah, I've been knowing Nicole a long time. Yeah. When you said yeah, I was like, wait a minute, okay, baby. Listen, y'all. Now, see, now I can I can this little testimony. Nicole, tell them how much them 2 bedroom apartments are back when we lived in Dallas, where I first started my YouTube channel. How much was the 2 bedroom back then? In the very beginning, when a 2 bedroom, too bad. 750. I bet that 2 bedroom right now is it's probably about 14, maybe 15. Because they put washers and dryers in there. Girl. And the good part of town, baby. They know where it is. When I go to Dallas, I show Havanas and all that. Right down there with a strip with everything. It was perfect. Them apartments used to be cheap back then, and a 1 bedroom back then probably was 5 maybe. Because they had large 1 bedrooms, they had small. Nicole, you remember Miss Betty? Not Betty Neal, but Betty. Betty was the white lady. She was the manager. You remember Betty? Well, girl, I was on Facebook one day, 2 years ago, and that's when Trump was doing all this crazy stuff. I said, if anybody's a Trump supporter, you need to let me know because I'm blocking your ass, baby. She said, well, PT, I hate to tell you this, but I'm a Trump supporter, baby. I blocked her ass so fast. All that time I was helping that bitch, helping her, taking her to the store, feeling sorry for her because her husband died. You know, hmm I couldn't believe it. Y'all, Nicole lived in the apartments that I told y'all about. Nicole, I don't know if you heard the story or not, where, the lesbian, Nicole, you remember the lesbian, uh, uh, um, I don't want to say her name on here, but she was the lesbian manager. Her name began with a C. Don't you say her name? I don't. Well, she had a girlfriend. The girlfriend that was a stud, and they had the little kids. Well, uh, um, you remember that apartment when I lived downstairs? Well, I lived in quite a few of them, but I lived in the one downstairs where you could walk through the gate. We didn't have to come through the gate. Anyway, did I tell you? Did you hear me tell a story about? She had her son bring a gun over to my apartment and put it up because they said they didn't want the kids around it. Some told me to open it up and it had cocaine and everything. It had rocks, drugs with the gun up in there. You don't remember me telling you that? Yeah, I think you were gone. I'm not for sure. You might have been there. hmm And she said, oh, she kicked her son out, but she done that to make herself look bad. Oh, she tried to set me up. Yeah, she tried to set me up. Cause that apartment, cause I think somebody was. That's why Miss Holder had. I don't know if Miss Holder's still living. Yeah, she was the black lady. She was a black woman that owned that. She owned that property from New York. She's black, and they had money, and she come down from New York because it was getting so bad and out of control over there. They were selling drugs and doing all kinds of stuff. She had to come down there and take over the apartments because they had me doing the apartment. I was a manager for a little while, like a little temporary, and that's when they got. She brought in Carmen, and then she got rid of Carmen, and then that's when she brought in Miss Holder. I mean Miss Betty. That's when Miss Betty. Yeah, she tried to set me up, honey. Oh, Nicole, she used to go and take people's when they get eviction notice, she knew when the people was coming. She'd go and take it off the door, honey. Yeah, She would go and take it off the door. hmm She's something else. She was something else. Yeah, Miss Holder, she didn't play. I wanted Miss Holder to know that Miss Betty was a Trump supporter. Miss Holder was not. And y'all, you were so cute in 1981 when you showed yesterday dancing, collecting that money. Video in 1981. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. With me doing the Jesus Can Work It Out. Yeah, I think I was in my 40s. I was in my either the late 30s into my 40s. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, she tried to get me, honey, because all she was gonna do was move her son into that apartment because it was right up in the front. You could have sold drugs right outside the gate. That's exactly what they was trying to do. They was kind of trying to get me evicted, and I must have had a long lease. My lease, I must have just signed my lease because I had got permission from um, the owner. Miss, she asked Miss Holder, could I put a fence up there because I come in so late. I don't like coming through the gate, you know. And Miss Holder gave the permission to let me do it. And she put a fence up there so they could sell drugs out of there because it's such easy access. Oh yeah, that's a long time ago. Nicole, remember Nicole? You came to see me at Metro a long time ago, didn't you? Mm. Nicole, can you believe that they closed down that damn Cheddar's over there in the hood? I went over there. I stayed over there, and it's a Holiday Inn. Remember, it was a Holiday Inn in the Cheddar's. They closed that Cheddar's down. What? Baby, this hood over there. That's where my friend got murdered over there. In broad daylight, two little 17-year-old boys just walked up to him and shot him and killed him. Yep. Nicole, you from Dallas. You know about that, baby. You know about that, what's that, what's that street over there? That you don't play around over there. What's the name of that street? Yes, you. Oh, wow. What was the name of that? What's the name of that street in Dallas where they have um, it's real bad over there. I want to say Bonton, but that's somewhat totally different. Well, Forest Lane over in that area. Forest Lane. Yeah, it can get bad over there. You gotta watch yourself. Well, yeah, that's what it took my friend's life. Yeah. No, here, Hans, that's not even close to it. No, 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 y'all. Over there by Forest Lane and Ardelia, over in that area. Yes, thank you. It's bad over there. It's bad over there. You got to watch yourself. But it's another street over there too that's connected to the Ardelia and Skillman. I can't think of the name of it. But that's the street you didn't want to fool around on. I can't think of the name on it because I used to live off of it. That's it, Whitehurst. Yes, that's the street, baby. Ooh, baby, you don't want to fuck around over there on Whitehurst. Yes, ma'am, honey. But I lived over there. But I lived in a. My son was renting a condo from his landlord, and his landlord had a condo for rent over there. But I didn't realize that the front of those apartments that I lived in were apartments, and where I lived in the back was condos. I never knew that. I never knew. I know it was always kind of ratchet up in the front, but I never knew that. I had no idea. Mm. Yeah, Whitehurst. Is it still ghetto over there? Where Denny's is all the Denny's and stuff is over there. Hmm. Hey, Sassy. Them the apartments I lived in where the guy who I thought was straight popped me on my ass one day when I was walking up to my apartment. Talking about, you know what it is? I said, huh? No, I don't. It scared the shit out of me. Thug, baby, just thug. I mean, straight up thug. Grills. Every time he come out, he smell like weed. Just old thug. It was, pop. I was walk. It was kind of dark, and he was real nice, but he kind of scared me. He always scared me, and he was always staring at me. I said either he mess around or he something going on with him. He could be just gay friendly because a lot of straight guys, thugs, they cool with gays and stuff. And well, I'm not gay, I'm just saying. But anyway, so girl, I was walking up to my apartment. That motherfucker came up behind me. Huh? You know what it is. I said, I do. Had a girlfriend and everything. And I said, baby, we're not finna do this. You're not finna be popping me on my ass. And you got a whole girlfriend? We're not doing this. Oh, we just together because of the kids. Me and her just do what we do. I said, yeah, you're not finna get me killed. Oh, she ain't gonna. She ain't like that, but she crazy like me. But huh? Yeah, I swear to God, I swear to God. And he got so bold. He come up. Who is it? It's him. And every time she leave, he come over there. Dude, if you don't stop coming to my house, right next door to me. And then he started coming through the back and knocking on the door. Man, you got some sugar, you got some salt, you got yeah, trying to mess around with me. And one day he came over and I was getting ready to go to the club. I came outside. He was completely naked, sitting in my living room. I said, sir, you got to get up. We can't do this. I swear, y'all, I'm not lying. We cannot do this. Wow. Then I got to asking around, asking everybody about him. They said he was community trade, like everybody had him, everybody been with him. But he said they wasn't together; they just had kids together. Well, it's just like the time I told you about the time. Well, you said I look like Don Lemon. Well, at least they know who Don Lemon is, and they don't know who you are. And so, I remember that one time I had met this guy, I seen him. I see him all the time, and I'm gonna talk about Trump in just a second, okay? Kiss my ass. Don't tell me what to do. This is my show, and I'm blocking you. Go to hell. That's what you go meet Satan. Go down in hell and meet him, bitch. And we all having a good time. Here this bitch come. So anyway, so there was a guy, and I see him. I used to see him walking all the time, y'all. But and I see him, but I didn't moderate this. Let's block all this stuff that's coming in here. Y'all go ahead and get him, okay? So I don't want to feel like bringing my finger over here to do it. So anything out of ordinary, moderators, y'all know what to do. So, um, hey, so anyway, um, I seen him. I used to see him walking, and one day in Houston, it was hot, and that's when I had my car. It had air conditioning. He was so fine, tall, looked like he's about 6'4", maybe 6'5", dark skin, just a beautiful, black, beautiful young man. He might have been in his 30s. He might have been in his 40s, but he was handsome. And I said, dude, come on, get in, man. I'll give you a ride. That's Houston. You don't just pick up people. But I see him all the time. I knew where he lived, and he would always see me, and I just felt bad. I mean, I'm right at the bus stop. It's so hot. I'd swing back around. I said, man, you just going right up the street. Come on, get in. So I didn't know if he was gay. And, oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. And where you from? City and state? Represent. Who's your pastor? So anyway, he I picked him up and I said, yeah, man. I said, I wouldn't want you in this heat, dude. I said, I see you all the time. I was scared too, because you just don't pick up people off the streets. But I'd seen it before. And honey, I said, well, here's my number, dude. Call me anytime. We hang out, whatever. Because he was cute. I didn't know he had a wife. Well, okay. So the next morning, about 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, bring. Hello, what's up? Who is this? Oh, this the dude you gave a ride. Oh, okay. What's going on with you? No, you mind if I come through? Yeah, but I'm still asleep. Oh, all right. Well, let me know when you're up. Yeah, I want to see what he was all about. So I invited him over, and he said, "This is sad. This is horrible." He was well. I guess he was well. Yeah, I guess he was bi. Yeah, but he liked guys, and he was attracted to me. And he said, "Well, I have a girl, but we're not together." Sort of like this other guy. He said, "We don't have sex. We don't do anything." He said, "I don't want to lose my son. That's why I haven't came out because I didn't have a father." And I said that was so sad. That was so sad. Like it was just sad that he. By now, I'm sure the boy's a teenager. His son's a teenager. I'm sure they're not together anymore. I'm sure they have moved on with their lives. I would love to know where he's at. I would love to know where he's at and what he's doing now. You know, if he's in a relationship or if he went back to her. I don't know. I'd love to know that. I was like that. But yeah, he was something else. He was something else. Yeah, he was something else. And then I see you want to watch some movies, and he's like, sure. And you know what type of movies I'm talking about, right? I thought he was gonna watch the some straight movies. I don't watch gay movies; they boring to me. Oh no, honey, he want to watch gay movies. Hmm. So yeah, so you just never know, honey. And a lot of times it be because of the kids, you know. Moderators, y'all not on y'all jobs tonight. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Oh, thank you. No, when they say stuff like that, just go ahead and block them. Yeah, when they say like shut up, just block them next time. But yeah, so anyway, we I want to move the conversation. I want to talk about Trump. Trump is stupid. And anybody who watching me that voted for that man, anything that come our way, you got it's your fault. It's your fault. Now, Trump got mad and got upset because he wanted them to sign this Save America Act bill. This is all a bunch of racist shit, a bunch of it's a bunch of it's just a bunch of MAGA, a bunch of you know the Save America Act was basically he wanted them to sign this so that you have to was it show your ID or something do something to in order to vote. It's never they've never done that. And he's trying to hold on to power and he's trying to fuck up the midterms. And y'all, this is sad. This is horrible. Like this has never happened in America. But America, you see what happens when you're racist and you let this man come through here because you didn't want somebody more qualified. You know, I'm not saying Kamala Harris is perfect, but all them black folks in D.C. when they lost their jobs, all the Mexicans wouldn't have been round up like that. Folks killed, coming on their jobs, coming to apartments, coming to their house, arrested them. Yes, if you're illegal, well, first of all, white folks, y'all illegal. Let's just keep it real. Y'all are the ones who are illegal if you just want to go there. Y'all stole from the Indians. You put blacks in slavery. You who's illegal? This country wasn't. But if anybody should be in the White House, it should be an American Indian. When's the last time they had an American Indian as a president? He should have been a president a long time ago. American Indians should have been the president a long time ago because those were the forefathers of this country, not fucking George Washington, not none of them. Thank God for Lincoln. I mean, I know he had his little baggage and he had his little shit going on, but thank God for Lincoln, somebody who had common sense to try to say this is not right, you know. But this he mad because he tried to change the voter registration and all that kind of stuff. It's just childish, and he didn't want to sign this bill. So now they was going to lower people's things for getting their houses and helping them with their houses and their homes and stuff. He just a child because he can't get his way. Ugh. I'm like this. It's sort of like the Jim Jones situation. Y'all knew that man wasn't right, but you got up, you got all your shit, you went over there anyway, and you end up dead because you didn't have enough common sense to think. Okay, you want us to sell our house and leave everything and drop everything and go to Guyana? No, ma'am. Bitch, I'm not following a preacher from the north side of town to the south side of town in Dallas and sell all my shit. Some people just, some people just don't know how to. Yeah, yes, yeah, he stopped it with the affordable housing. It's crazy. That's because he can't get his way. That's because he trying to hold on to the midterms. So all you people that voted for him, this is what you get. I wouldn't even be surprised. Look what they finna do to the Haitians. I wouldn't be surprised. I swear, y'all. I'm sure they try to find a way to loop back around and say Black Americans are not legal to be here. I'm waiting on it. Oh, this was never signed and this was done wrong. Yeah, I'm waiting on it. Somebody voted for Trump that I know, and they said I voted for him because of abortion. Are you serious? Really? No, boo. They use that to bamboozle you to vote for him. He ain't said nothing else about abortion since he got elected. Nothing. He said nothing else about election since he got about shit. He said nothing else about abortion since he got elected. But y'all keep that energy. Hmm. And he ain't done yet. It's a lot of other shit he gonna do before the midterms, or he gonna try to do. And y'all just think about that. Thank God that I don't get food stamps, but if somebody got food stamps, and yeah, I believe that, but they're trying everything they can to stop it from being a blue wave. Yes. Hmm. Oh Lord Jesus. Yeah, but yeah, but it's gonna be okay. This is not the first time America's been through something like this. It's not the first time. So the person who just came in here and said they got a new subscriber. You say, wait a minute. You said you earn yourself a loyal subscriber. You have to tell us what city and state you're in. You never told me. Oh Lord, I'm starting to feel sick again. Jasmine Crockett should be paid. Yeah, okay, she definitely should be. Okay, she'd know how to run it better than his ass. He's just a big baby. He's just mad. But see, I also blame the Democrats because when they had power, y'all was pussyfooting around. Y'all should have put that man in jail. Y'all was pussyfooting around, playing around with that dude. You should have put his ass in jail. That the South Korea president tried that shit in South Korea. Baby, they arrested his ass. A former president of South Korea. He tried that shit over, and they arrested his ass. And they said they got him for treason, but they said the only reason why they didn't kill him because they don't really do that no more. Yeah, and you know it's racist when people really think that those people was there at the White House as what do you call them, as they was at the White House as what you call them, visitors. Really, they had bear mace, knives, all kind of machetes, all kind of stuff, guns, all kind of stuff. And if y'all know, if the black people was fighting against the Capitol Police, bitch, it would have been they would have had the whole army out there. I remember sitting watching that on my TV that morning. I said, "This ain't number white privilege, straight up white privilege, to let these motherfuckers try to take over the Capitol like that. It's just horrible, breaking out the windows, doing all kind of shit, going up in people's offices, and this black folks would never be able to get by with doing some shit like that. They all would have been probably they would have got said, "Oh, it's treason, and we're gonna all give them the death penalty." Oh yeah, because I think you can give the death penalty for if you treason, if you try to take over the country. But that's what they did. They tried to take over the government the government building. They tried. Oh yeah. And then Trump went to give them some money, talking about they deserve some money. Yeah, but the Republicans, and a lot of them Republicans are turning against him now. Well, don't turn against him now. Keep going. Ain't no use to turn it back. Ain't no use to turn it back now. You might as well keep going. Hey, Cassie, I'm doing all right, baby. I'm about to go back to sleep. That's my problem. I'll be on this damn internet. But I had to come on and let everybody know I was doing better. But I'm still in a little pain. And I need to rest. Uh, uh, yeah, we would be I'll be strong. Yes, strong and hung. Yep, I'll be strong and hung. Yeah, but and I'm gonna tell y'all like Whoopi Goldberg said, baby, don't don't sit back and not do nothing. Don't let them people deter you from voting. Find out where you're supposed to go for the midterms. You know, even before the find out where you're supposed to go way before. And if you can, vote early. If you can, vote early. Don't wait till the last minute. Baby, come November, whenever the early voting starts, I'm doing it. They trying to stop the mail-in voting and all that. It's just racism. And I tell people all the time, North Korea is not going to destroy America. Uh, Blacks ain't going to destroy America. Mexicans are not going to destroy this America. Racism will destroy America. Racism. Racism. Yeah. Racism is like a it's like a flesh eating disease. It'll just destroy you for being so evil and mean and nasty and just don't want blacks to have shit. We can't have our own shit and then we get our own shit. They want to take it from us. I got to talk to the Lord. Me and him gonna have a long talk if I ever make it there to the city. Okay, as I say, if I make it to the city, it's gonna be all right. If I ever make it to the Lord, why did this happen to us? Why? And we needed a break. We tired of marching. We tired of saying we shall overcome. When are we gonna get a break? You know, whose side of let me shut up. I'm already sick. I don't want to get worse. I'm just saying. I just have to keep it real. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going back to sleep. I'm check in with y'all tomorrow. I'm probably get on TikTok and see what they got going on over there, and then I'm see y'all in the morning. Hopefully, I feel better in the morning. I'm gonna take some more of this whatever this shit is over here. Oh, I do have some Tylenol. And the Raven, thank you for sending me that money, Raven. Thank you, everybody who sent me something. I appreciate it. I did one lady, she sent me $50 more. She said, "This is you get an electric blanket." I was like, "Girl, when you gonna get an electric blanket in the summertime?" But I sure appreciate that. Yeah, I just went and got some food with it, and I ain't never got sick in the summertime that I can remember. Maybe I have, but I got sick before the wintertime got here earlier last year. I got real sick and ended up going to the hospital. So yeah, that was nice. I didn't even ask for it. See, when I don't ask for money, people just be sending me all kind of stuff. Yeah, but yeah, that was nice of her. But I just did the right thing with it. Both got me. I was going to the grocery store anyway, so I had to. Today was my baby sister's birthday, y'all. I forgot how old my sister is, but she her birthday is kind of like a somber birthday because that's the day that Michael Jackson died. Well, yesterday was the day that Michael Jackson died. He died on her birthday, so yeah, she died on her birthday. Why is everybody mad at Oprah, y'all? Everybody mad at Oprah. Everybody mad at Oprah. Hmm. Well, I know I know y'all gonna roast me, but I love Oprah. I love Oprah. I know she wrong sometimes, but I love her. She's come from a long way. She changed a lot of things, you know, in the TV world, and she do a lot of great. You know, nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes and stuff, and she might be telling the truth about Whitney. And why is she bringing it up now? Well, you know, that's what we do. People do. They bring it up later. And hell, she might have been on drugs because her ass fell down. So you don't know, and we got to stop taking up for people who was on drugs. Whitney was on them drugs. She was. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but she was on them drugs. But who knows? I know y'all don't like Oprah, but I still love her. I bet y'all will love her. She brought me on her. She brought me and interviewed me, and did a story about me. Oh, I love Oprah. Yes. Hmm. Before I let you guys go, I want to tell y'all that um, we are still doing the cruise. I need some people to come and go on my cruise. What y'all waiting on? You got to July. I think she said the 14th to pay the $25 per person. No, Sandra, I'm just gonna send you a message. You said PT get well and drink plenty of cold. Yeah, I just saw you. Yeah, I just saw your message on YouTube. But yeah, so I just want to tell everybody. Yeah, I think they said what was the date for the cruise? I forgot the date, but yeah. So if anybody's still interested in going, just let me know. I think you got until July to something to pay the $25 per person. It's leaving out of Galveston. And if I find out anybody went on the cruise next year and then tell me about it, I'm blocking you from my YouTube channel because you could have went on my damn cruise. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and go back to bed. I love you all, and I'll check in with y'all later. Okay? Say good night. I got school, and I'm afraid I'm gonna get COVID. Oh, really? Well, you just gotta have to wear your mask. Yeah, you just gonna have to wear your mask. And they supposedly have masks that are better than others. So try to get the best mask you can get. The hell, I might have a hantavirus. I might have the hantavirus. I got the whole virus. Mm. Y'all, when I tell you all these white men, these Mexican men be hitting me up on the gay app in my hometown, baby, I don't. If it ain't black, get back. Okay. If I had been straight, I wouldn't have dated nothing but black women, and they would be dark as hell. Because I love a sexy chocolate black man. If I had been straight, yeah, black dark chocolate women. Anyway, I think I'm going straight in 2026, 27. Lies. Anyway, a little bit too late for that, PT. I think you already crossed the road. Y'all, I got to tell you about my neighbor. I call my neighbor the one that wants them cigarettes, right? You think you can get me some cigarettes and I'll pay you back on the third when my check come? I said, come on, Bruce. Come on, Bruce. I just need like $4. Remember I told y'all this yesterday? Well, I talked to him again today. I said, Bruce, I said, I might need you to do something for me tomorrow. This lady, she's moving and she has a brand new bed she wants to give to me. Well, I tell you what, I said, I'll give you a couple of dollars, you know. Well, you don't have to give me but a little bit because you've already bought me some cigarettes. And I'm going to pay you back. Yeah, how far we got to go? I said, well, it's not that far. Well, okay, I'm going to clean the truck out and you let me know.
and we can see if we can. I could definitely use a couple of dollars. Yeah, you probably ran out of them damn cigarettes that you bought that I got your ass yesterday. And the only reason why I got him them cigarettes because he always take me places I need to go. He real nice. He'll pay me back. You know, he'll pay when he get his check. You know I said, why don't you use your overdraft for your man? I'm already $500 in the hole right now. I said, yeah. I said, oh Bruce, bless your heart. Bless your heart. And I said, well, I know, Bruce, he's so sweet, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it one day when I get in the truck with him. He said that you gonna have to you definitely gonna have to roll the window down because I ain't got no air conditioning. It costs about $2,000 to get it fixed, and I ain't got it. I said, okay. I said, I'm fine. We're just going around the corner. And I knew he wanted something, y'all. I told y'all yesterday, he don't never call me unless he needs something. Are you busy? No, that's when I wasn't feeling good. He said, oh, well, you sound like you sleep. I said, yeah, I haven't been feeling good. Well, I gotta ask you something. What is Bruce? I'm about to have a nicotine fit. You think you can get me some cigarettes? I'll pay you back on the third. I said, yeah, I'll pay. Oh, Jesus. I said, yeah, I got you. I got you. And he always paid me back. But if he take me, this lady has she's a brand new. She's moving to. It was one of my. I think I told y'all this. She was a Uber driver, and her job transferred her to. Her job transferred her to Florida, and she has a lot of things she's just giving away, and um she has a brand new queen size bed, and I really want it, y'all, because this bed that I must probably sell this because I had the headboard and I had the bottom, the other piece to it. You know, the foot part to it too. It's a whole set. I could sell this and the back box spring, the mattress. It's time to get rid of it. So yeah, she sent me a picture of it. It's real nice. She said she has some pots and pans she would give me and some other stuff that if I wanted I could have it. She just wants to not have to take a lot of stuff to Florida with her, and she wants to just get the shit out of the she wants to just get the shit out of the storage. So Bruce going if I told Bruce you gotta wait till I wake up. Don't wait because oh let me tell y'all when I was flying out of my hometown, Bruce he used to work for American. You need a ride? I said, yeah. I will take you. It doesn't make sense for you to pay for the Uber when I could take you to the airport. I said, that's fine, Bruce. Bitch, I was on that first flight out. This motherfucker knocking on my door 6 in the morning. Are you in there? Ooh, bitch. Uh, Bruce, I am. I'm getting dressed. I'm coming. He up smoking cigarettes. He's waiting on that $20 probably so he go get him some cigarettes. Because he run me about $20 to get to the airport or less. Sometimes it's less. Oh boy, bless his heart. And he used to work for American. I said, Bruce, you need to put me on your benefits. Well, I hadn't flown. It's something you ain't got to fly. I'm talking about me. When you talking about you, put my ass on your benefits. Shit. Well, I don't know. I'll look into it. He probably can't do it. He can do it. He can do it. But that might have to be spousal. Yeah, that might have to be spousal. But Bruce is my dad, y'all. Okay, he my daddy. He's. I don't think Bruce is old as my father. He got a prosthetic leg, and he's real nice. And he always talking about his leg. Bruce, your leg hurt. You hurting because you're smoking cigarettes. You don't rest. You eating unhealthy, and you got your prosthetic leg. You need to sit your ass down. You're almost 100 years old. Sit down somewhere and relax and enjoy life. Oh my God, you did retired a long time and you still working. That's fine, but you're gonna kill yourself. Bless him, Jesus. And this little dog died. Bless his heart. I had to put my dog down. I ain't getting another dog. I'm done. 2 days later, he got, got another damn dog. Oh, this is Scooter. This is Scooter. I thought you would get another dog, Bruce. Well, I just I just had to get one. Bless your heart. Yeah, he got a little puppy, little bitty dog. Yeah, he's something else. I'm gonna go live. Well, I ain't gonna go live, but I'm gonna record him when he talking, so y'all can hear him. Yeah, that goddamn truck cost me $2,000 to get that air fixed. I just don't have it. I just don't have it. Well, nigga, you get a check. You retired. What do you do with your money? You probably don't pay a lot of money in rent, I'm sure. But what are you doing with your money? I said, Bruce, you need to move into the old folks' home or something. Yeah, he's a nice guy, though. He's a nice guy. And then he had some lady living over there. I told y'all yesterday, I got this lady in my house and I'm trying to get her out. I said, well, you should have never let her come in. I know. I just try to help everybody. You can't help everybody, Bruce. Mm, mm, mm. That's what that man over here yesterday, he put a woman out. I told the woman, let me show y'all the picture. I took a picture. I told him, you need to go. I'm gonna show y'all something. You need to go and hold on, let me see if I got the picture. Here it is right here. Look. Where he put her ass out. Look, see, put the shit out there. Look. Put her out with the dog. And she said, well, he put me out. Well, I'm sure he wanted some cat. That's why he put your ass out. She said, well, no, not no young woman. She was an older one. Well, she probably younger than him, but ain't nobody young. And he said, that guy, what I just showed the picture, the girl said, well, he wanted sex. Well, what do you think he wanted if you stand there for free? He not gonna let you come in there and stay there for free. But I told her, bitch, you better than me, bitch. I have all my shit. I will go to the office. Our office closed on the weekend, bitch. And what's the day, y'all? Thursday? Today's Friday. I don't know why it seemed like it was Friday. Yeah, you got to give up the cat. So she don't have to, but that's what he wanted. And he ugly and nasty looking. And I told her, babe, you better than me because I'll go over there to the office and say, well, I was living with, because he'll get in trouble. He not supposed to have nobody. You could have guests and stuff like that, but child, he always got folks in and out of his apartment, homeless folks and shit. This one, the homeless folks start coming off. I said, what are y'all doing? Because y'all saw that little picture, right? That's a picture for the residents to sit out there. People to sit out there, they smoke out there. And I went out there one day, all them homeless folks up there, they was visiting that guy. I said, what are y'all doing? They looked at me. I said, y'all don't live over here. Get the fuck off from over here now. And I had my taser in my pocket. And the people that live over here, they was just laughing at me. Yeah, you right. You right. We just don't want to say nothing. I'll say something to them because when you let one person come, then they all start coming. And y'all not hanging out over here. and 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 when you start letting the homeless folks come over here hanging out and stuff, then they all start coming, and that's not good for people like me. What if I don't smoke, or what if I want to go outside and sit on the bench? I can't sit on the bench because y'all got your asses over here. Get the fuck out from over here. I said it just like that. Get the fuck out from over here. Y'all don't live over here. Yeah, because these apartments, they used to be, it used to be a school. They renovated them into some nice apartments. Yeah. But I want to move where my lease is up. I want to go back on the other side of town, child. I need to move over there by the mall. I got to interview. I think I told y'all this earlier. I got to go talk to a man about a car at the Toyota place. But they got all type of cars. Yeah, they got all type of cars. They got everything. So I'm gonna go over there and see what they talking about Monday. I'm gonna go over there. he sent me a list of their cars and stuff. He asked me what I wanted. I said SUV, like a small SUV. Hmm. Yeah, I can't wait to get behind the wheel again. Y'all gonna be laughing. I'm gonna be going doing I'm gonna be doing eating and all kind of stuff in my car. Y'all gonna be laughing. Mm. All right, y'all. I'm going to bed. I still got a little fever. I've already eaten. I'm gonna eat some more soup. I drank me some coffee. I got some orange juice, and I'm just gonna relax. And I love you guys, and thank y'all for everything. And I hope to get better by tomorrow. And if I do go, if Bruce do take me somewhere tomorrow, I'm definitely going to record him. Yeah, I'm going to record him. Raven, I can't wait to come to Norfolk so we can hang out. Oh my God, we're going to have so much fun. Yes, we're going to go to some eating places. Raven, when I come to town, I'm actually going to come to town that Thursday. Yeah, yeah, I'll be in town that Thursday because I don't like to come in town and just do a show. I like to, thank you, Sassy. I like to come in town and do, um, Thursday, just relax. Yeah. Oh yeah, we gonna hang out. Me, you, and your husband if he there. I want him to come looking for me. Who's this with my wife? Nah. Your husband know he's safe with me. You safe with me? He word, honey. Yeah, it almost is. Yeah. 65. Never thought I'd make it there. Well, I ain't there yet. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. It's almost time. Yeah, I know that. I know. Well, you don't never know. Honey, some folks die before their birthday. Shit. But I'm not claiming that. You said what he has happened. I got friends and stuff talking about to what? Okay. Don't you have other girlfriends that might want to go to the show and stuff? Or we gonna all go out to eat, get us some good old seafood, hang out in Norfolk, Virginia. My home away from home. I love Norfolk. Ocean View. I used to live off Ocean View. I had an apartment on Ocean View. Hmm. Ocean Valley. You said they was closing down the Farm Fresh. Hmm. I knew it was a Farm Fresh right there on Ocean View at the very beginning of Ocean View. I don't know if that was Hampton Road or whether it's been so long. No, I don't have any pets. I can barely take care of myself. I would like a dog though, but I don't like to get up and take the dog out. They got. I think you told me that they got what? Baby, they used to go up in them farm freshes. Maybe the family got tired of the business. Yeah, maybe the family got tired of the business. I would like a cat. Yeah, I would like a kitty cat. Y'all got some sick minds. Yeah, I would like a kitty cat. Meow. I mean, one time I kept this lady cat. I woke up, that bitch was on my chest. I took that bitch and slung that bitch across the room because that goddamn cat scared the shit out of me. You don't have to buy a ticket. You don't buy tickets. You just pay at the door. You don't have. I'm gonna pay your way at the door, but everybody else, that because I don't own. He said my bestie and I will buy tickets. And oh, there you go. There she go. There she go. Oh, hush. You're allergic to cats? Baby, I swung that cat across because I woke up and I felt something on my chest. You know how they have that sound they make? I said, ah, because he probably heard me grinding my teeth. I grind my teeth. So he probably heard me grinding my teeth. So that's probably what it was. Probably heard me grinding my teeth. But as you guys know, it's almost time to get these teeth fixed. No, he wasn't trying to attack me. I think he was just. I grabbed my teeth, and I remember one time I stayed at a friend's house in up there by Texarkana, and I spent the night with him, and he had cats, and he said the cat was in there watching me, listening to me grind my teeth. And he probably didn't know what it was. But anyway, um, I'm going to see my dentist soon, and I'm gonna try to get my mouth guard, so I'm gonna grind my teeth and get my teeth done. That's what I plan on doing for my birthday. It's long overdue. Well, y'all, I'm starting to feel weak again. I need to rest. Okay. I love you guys. Let me take this. This gonna put me to sleep. I'm gonna take this and then I'm going to bed. Oh Lord Jesus. Oh Lord. Oh God. You know what? Let me put some socks on my feet. Somebody, is it true that you're supposed to put on socks on your feet when you go to bed? I'll put them on there for temporarily. Then after then, I have to. And let me show what kind of socks I'm talking about. I love these socks. I found them at the Salvation Army, and I love them. Let me see what I did with them. Oh, oh. I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna put them in the. Let me put them in the. Let me put them in the dryer right quick. Here they go, right here. These long socks. I'm gonna put them in the dryer temporarily because I like the socks from. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna put these in the dryer temporarily. Just get them warm, and then I'm going to bed. Oh, 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 it's cold. I got cold again. Oh, oh, it's cold. Mm. I'm put on my Wendy Williams robe. How you doing? Come on, Wendy. Y'all, this and I done got cold again. Y'all see, I'm putting on my robe. I got cold again. I got this from Lunel, Wendy Williams, and I got the Wendy bag. I still got the bag. Let me show y'all. How you doing? I still got the bag. See? Say it like you mean it. Ooh, ooh. Shout it out. Ooh, yeah, that's what I need because I'm cold. Oh, Lord Jesus. All right, they warm enough. Hold on. I just need them warm up just a little bit. Yeah. I like to sleep. I gotta get a dryer. Not a dryer, but a blow dryer. And I like to run the blow dryer while I'm in the bed. I know that's crazy, but I do. Oh, I just got sick just that fast. Oh, I'm not well yet. These socks on my feet. Oh, that feels good. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, oh. That do feel better, y'all. With them socks on my feet. Oh, that feels 100% better. Oh, Lordy. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me get up in this bed. Ooh. Yeah, I never seen my Wendy robe before. I showed it to y'all before. This the robe the day the day Wendy said she was in the sober house. Same day. I'll never forget that day. I was so close to meeting her. Yep. But she was telling Lunell all her secrets. That's why I wasn't able to meet her. She was crying and everything, I'm sure. She was probably giving Lunell all the scoop about her and Kevin. Yeah, my feet be cold. Yeah, she was giving Lunell all the tea. And Lunell said, sit down, PT. You ain't gonna get to meet Wendy today. Yeah. Let me take some of this stuff, y'all, and I'm going to bed. This would put me to sleep earlier. This is the ATV version, by the way, okay? Oh, let's see here. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't get a chance to meet Wendy. Oh, that shit nasty. Oh, Lordy. Okay, good night, y'all. I love each and every one of you. We had a great conversation. And now I'm going to bed. Please check the the community page because I'm sure I'm gonna wake up later. Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna wake up later, but I won't go live. But just check the community page and I'll say something like, "Y'all, I'm up, but I'm getting ready to go back to sleep. Don't worry, I can't. I might to get IV iron infusion. I might to see if my doctor can give me that. You know, when you turn 65, there's a lot of things you can get. Hello, baby, getting old is a blessing. Hey, glory. Honey, getting old is a blessing, honey. Don't you fool yourself. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Don't fool yourself, honey. Don't you fool yourself. Don't you fool yourself, honey. Don't feel sorry for me. Because when I turn 65, I get these folks to pay my goddamn light bill, okay? Goddamn right. They pay my mama light bill for a whole motherfucking year, baby. That's a blessing, you know? At her age, yeah. And you know what's crazy? My mama used to have, lights, the regular lights. She switched over to prepaid. She like it better. It's much better. But see, y'all live in a state where y'all can't switch. Baby, you can switch in Texas. Bitch, you get mad at somebody, just switch. You can't do that. You can't do that in Texas, baby. No, man. I mean, you can do it in Texas. You can't do that in a lot of... What other states they won't let you switch? I don't think they let you... Oh, by the way, Von Lane is going to Oklahoma, y'all. My Uber driver told me that today. So, bitch, I need to go to Oklahoma and gamble. Trying to win $1 million. Well, first of all, Cisco's dark skinned. I'm light skinned. So you must be white because we all don't look alike. Yeah, Cisco is a dark skinned black guy. I'm a light skinned black guy. Thank you, bitch. All right, y'all. Night night. I'll check in with y'all later on, okay? All right. Thank y'all. Bye bye. Take care.